What's up, kings and queens? It's Dan from Dark Previews, and we are back. Our last video was an absolute banger. 12 upcoming games. Let's get the roll on, baby.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to you live from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice and the daily. It's all free, you don't even have to pay me.
All right, so let's get straight into it. We've got 12 games. Once again, I've got 3 picks. I've got a same game multi, I've got 1 prop, and I've got a value play with you. There's 12 games. Let's not waste any time. Let's start off with a bit of accountability. And we cashed in, homies. We cashed. We went 2 from 3 on the day. Unfortunately, our same game parlay for the Cavs game didn't come off. Big upset loss there, believe it or not. So that sucked. Should have stuck with Donovan Mitchell's assist line, but you live and you learn. Our next play was Jalen Brunson, over 24.5 points against the Detroit Pistons. I called it how shit they were at defending point guards, and Brunson almost dropped 40 on him. So that cashed. And then we had our value play, Tyrese Halliburton, $7.25 odds to go over in points, under in rebounds, and under in assists. Scored 40-something points, finished on 10 or 11 assists and only 2 rebounds. So that was fantastic. That performance from the last video, 6.17 units profit, baby. Taking our season record now to almost 40 units profit. Split up props, same games and value plays, so you can see how each of those are performing. But looking pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. So let's get into today's one. We'll kick it off with the player prop, shall we? We're taking Clint Capella in this one. Clint Capella from the Atlanta Hawks. I like him for over 19.5 points plus rebounds. Now, looking at this, he's hit this at 61% so far this season. He's averaging 20.4 points and rebounds per game. He's covered this quite well in his recent games too. I think 4 out of his last 5 games. What's very interesting is matchup against Brook Lopez. He's done some tremendous work against Lopez, especially whilst he's been part of the Bucks. He's played them 8 times, and he's covered this line in 7 of them. Also, 3 notable centers. Most recently, came up against the Bucks. We're talking about Vucevic, Adebayo, and DeAndre Ayton. They all covered their points and rebounds line against them. If you don't have points and rebounds available, I think rebounds are a good shot. His line is 8.5. I believe he's covered this rebound line against the Bucks in like 13, 14 straight games. I think it's since 2017. Every single time Capella's come up against the Bucks, he's covered his rebound line. So if you don't have points and rebounds, you can take that one. But I do think he's a good chance of covering his points line. I was looking at a double-double play for him. It's about $2.85, but I think this is the safest option. Take his points, take his plus his rebounds. That way, if he absolutely explodes in one of those, you're going to be safe. So you don't want to be caught on a hook. Let's get into the value play now, shall we? It's our last game on the slate. We're taking Jabari Smith Jr. from the Houston Rockets for 15 points, 2 3-pointers made, and to go under his 7.5 rebound line. You can get that for $6.50 or plus $5.50 for those of you in the US of A. Now, what can I say about Jabari Smith Jr.? He scored 15 points in 7 games so far this year, and he's recorded 2 3-pointers made in 6 of those, meaning he can't get to 15 without shooting these threes, in my opinion. He's covered the line quite well against the Lakers. 4 games, he's averaging 14.4 points per game, so he's always very close. Half of his attempts do come from downtown. He's shooting 37%. The Lakers also allowed the 3rd most 3-pointers made to power forward so far this season. In terms of his rebounds, this guy's potential is he normally sits between 5 rebounds and then even 12 rebounds. So I think it really depends on the matchup, and this matchup against the Lakers doesn't always work out best for him in terms of rebounding. The Lakers allow the least rebounds to power forwards in the year. Looking at his 4 matchups against the Lakers, he's gone under in all of them, every single game, averaging just over 5 rebounds when he plays the Lakers. So adding all these together, it correlates quite well. $6.50 for Jabari Smith. If you're looking at a single play, which I do have one on him, we're taking his points line over 12.5 points. Jabari Smith Jr. Now, into our same game parlay. Zion Williamson was in the thumbnail, so it's got to be on a Pels game, and damn straight it is. So we're getting $2.20 odds, plus 120. Brandon Ingram for 4 rebounds, Zion for 4 assists, and Jonas Valanciunas for 2 assists. So rather safe plays. I think they will have a good shot of covering their actual lines once I've done the dive, but keeping it safe just to get plus money on this one. Starting with Brandon Ingram to get 4 boards. Zach LaVine is out with a foot injury. DeMar's also questionable, but I think he's going to play. But what that ultimately means is Brandon Ingram's not going to be defending a player with a high usage rate. That's going to free him up to collect some boards. That's what Herb Jones is employed to do. He'll be picking up the DeMar assignment, I'm pretty sure. Brandon's also covered this line in 85% of his games so far this season. He also has an excellent rebound rate against the Bulls. In his last 3 games against the Bulls, he's recorded 8, 9, and 6 rebounds against them. Zion Williamson to get 4 assists. So he's covered this in 9 consecutive games already this season. The Bulls allow the 6th most assists for the year. Zion's drive and dish game. It's improved immensely, and he also gets some work done with some handoffs and such of the like. Last one, Jonas Valanciunas to get 2 assists. Might be a sweaty one, but it also might be one that he covers in the very first quarter. He's been, I wouldn't say he's been passing the ball well, but he's been covering his assist line quite well this year. And I've looked at the tape. 90% of his assists come off handoffs, very similar to Sabonis. He's not creating shit. He's kind of setting a moving screen and handing the ball off. The person catches it, drives, scores, pulls up, whatever it may be. What's also interesting is Jonas tallies, I think, 80% of his assists he happened to get in the first quarter. So if he doesn't get this 2 assists in the first quarter, it might be a little bit sweaty, but I'm pretty confident he can cover this 2 in the very first 5 to 8 minutes that he's on the court. He's covered this 2 assist line in 9 of his last 10 games. The Bulls also allow the 5th most assists to center so far this season. So tallying all those 3 together, again, $2.20 odds. Brandon Ingram 4 rebounds, Zion 4 assists, and Jonas 2 assists. I was going to put the Pelicans money line in there, but that didn't work out well for me in the last one where he took the Cavs. So I tend to stay away from the money line, keep it with the players. So if everything goes our way, this might even hit by halftime. So let's go. So those are my 3 picks. Well, 4 picks if we include the Jabari Smith single on his points line. But there's 12 games on tomorrow. There's going to be a lot more picks. This is just the start. I've only been researching for the last 45 minutes. So if you're interested in seeing everything else that I do happen to get on, jump into the Discord. The link to join that is in the description below. It's also free to join, and it always will be. But if you did like this video, smash that like button for me. Drop a comment in the comment section, whether you like these plays or you don't. Let me know if you got the Halliburton play in the last video. Just say something. If you put any comments in, it's going to help us get more views, and that's what this game is all about. So I appreciate y'all who have tuned in live, and I appreciate y'all who are watching this after the fact. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to you live from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice on the daily. It's all free, you don't even